Hello everyone, welcome to Tennis Fan Video. Madrid. Anastasia Potapova dropped to her knees, put both hands on her face and started crying. The explosion of emotions inside came after the 56th ranked Potapova beat Karolina Pliskova 6-1, 6-7, 4, 6-3 on Wednesday at the Madrid Open to become the first lucky loser to reach the semifinals of a WTA 1000 event. She almost gave up the victory, squandering 3 match points in the second set and having to come back from 3-1 down in the third against the former number 1 ranked player. It's been an impressive run considering Potapova lost in the qualifying tournament and only got a place in the main draw as a so-called lucky loser following the withdrawal of another player. I had a few match points in the second set on serve, but I couldn't manage my nerves at that time, she said. It seems that this tournament keeps giving me second chances and I keep using them. So yeah, super happy. Russia-born Potapova said she got a boost when her boyfriend, Dutch player Talon Griekspoor, arrived to watch. I was a little bit gone mentally in the third set. I didn't believe in myself at that moment, she said. But big respect to my boyfriend who came just on time. He kept telling me, "You can do this, we are all together here, just keep going." Potapova said Griekspoor is not scared of telling her anything. "I just played and mentally he kept me there," she said. "It just happened at such important moment, and it gave me a lot of energy. Mentally, I think he got this match. I did it physically. He did it mentally." She next will face Marta Kostyuk, who defeated Linda Noskova 7-6, 1, 6-0. The women's tour said Potapova was the first lucky loser to reach a WTA 1000 or Tier 1 semifinal since the format's inception in 1990. She has won 4 straight matches, including against world number 2 Elena Rybakina in the round of 16. "I didn't expect myself being in the draw again because at first they didn't take my name as a lucky loser," she said. "And then the days kept on going and nobody was injured or pulling out. Then the last moment I got the information, literally 30 minutes before the first round match, that I was given a chance to step on court here again." She said she had been just enjoying some nice days in the Spanish capital, with no expectations. Maybe that's the key. You don't need to be always so zoomed in and so locked in on the tournament, Potapova said. Maybe it's just a matter of sometimes just enjoy yourself and enjoy the journey. She said it feels like a miracle to have advanced so far. "It's pretty rare when you get the second chance and that you go almost all the way," Potapova said. "But I always say, if you got it, maybe you deserved it. I'm happy that I didn't waste it and I was able to convert it and to be here now." The rise of a lucky loser. Potapova's magical Madrid run. In tennis, the term lucky loser has always carried a strange kind of poetry, an oxymoron that hints at heartbreak and hope in the same breath. It describes a player who falls short in qualifying, only to be granted a second chance when another withdraws. Most of the time, that second chance is fleeting. A quick exit, a respectable effort, and a quiet return to the shadows. But in Madrid, under the electric Spanish sun and the burning clay courts of the Caja Magica, Anastasia Potapova rewrote that script entirely. This wasn't just a good run. This was history. A second chance unexpected. Potapova didn't arrive at the Madrid Open as a headline act. She wasn't among the favorites. In fact, she wasn't even supposed to be in the main draw. Her journey began in disappointment, a loss in the final round of qualifying, the kind that usually sends players packing. But fate intervened. A last-minute withdrawal opened a door, and Potapova stepped through it, not with hesitation, but with quiet determination. There was no time to dwell on what had been lost, only what could be gained. And from that moment, everything changed. Clay, confidence, and chaos. Clay courts demand patience. They reward endurance, strategy, and mental toughness. They expose weaknesses and magnify strengths. For Potapova, Madrid became the perfect storm. Match after match, she began to build something remarkable, not just wins, but belief. Her game evolved in real time. Her ground strokes grew heavier, her movement sharper, her decision-making braver. She wasn't just surviving, she was dictating. Opponents who expected an easy outing against a lucky loser found themselves trapped in grueling rallies, pushed to the brink, and ultimately outplayed. Potapova played with a fearless edge, The kind that only comes when there's nothing to lose and everything to prove. The turning point. Every deep tournament run has a moment. The match where everything clicks, where the narrative shifts from surprise to serious contender. For Potapova, that moment came in a high-stakes clash against a top-seeded opponent. The odds were stacked. The crowd leaned toward the favorite. The pressure was immense. But Potapova didn't flinch. She absorbed the early storm, weathered breakpoints, and responded with precision and power. Her backhand became a weapon, slicing through rallies. Her serve, once vulnerable, turned into a shield. Point by point, game by game, she dismantled expectations. When the final shot landed and victory was hers, the tennis world took notice. This was no longer a lucky run. This was something real. Writing history. With each win, Potapova climbed deeper into the tournament and deeper into history. No lucky loser had ever reached the semifinals of a WTA 1000 event. These tournaments represent the elite tier of the sport, just below the Grand Slams. They are battlegrounds for the world's best. And now, standing among them, was a player who hadn't even been in the main draw days earlier. The significance was impossible to ignore. Her journey became the story of the tournament. Fans rallied behind her. Commentators marveled at her composure. Fellow players respected her resilience. She wasn't just winning matches. She was redefining what was possible. The mental edge. What made Potapova's run so compelling wasn't just her physical performance. It was her mindset. Tennis is as much a mental battle as it is a physical one. The pressure of a big tournament can crush even the most experienced players. But Potapova seemed to thrive under it. Perhaps it was the freedom of being a lucky loser. Perhaps it was the hunger of someone who had tasted disappointment and refused to let it define her. Whatever the reason, she played with clarity and courage. She embraced the moment instead of fearing it. And that made all the difference. A star reborn. Potapova had long been considered a talented player with potential. But consistency had been elusive. Injuries, form dips, and tough draws had slowed her rise. Madrid changed that narrative. This wasn't just a breakthrough. It was a statement. She proved she could compete with the best. She showed she could handle pressure. She demonstrated that her game, when firing, could be a serious threat on any surface. And perhaps most importantly, she reminded the tennis world and herself of who she could be, the semi-final stage. Reaching the semi-finals of a WTA 1000 event is no small feat. It's where legends are made, where champions are tested, where dreams either soar or shatter. For Potapova, it was uncharted territory. But she didn't arrive there by accident. Every step of her journey had prepared her for this moment. The early adversity, the unexpected opportunity, the battles won against higher-ranked opponents. Win or lose, she had already etched her name into the history books. But knowing her, that wouldn't be enough. The legacy of Madrid. Years from now, when fans look back at the 2026 Madrid Open, they won't just remember the champion. They'll remember the story. The player who wasn't supposed to be there. The one who turned a second chance into a historic run. The lucky loser who refused to lose. More than luck. In sports, luck can open doors, but it can't win matches. What Potapova achieved in Madrid wasn't luck. It was resilience. It was preparation meeting opportunity. It was belief overcoming doubt. She didn't just take advantage of a second chance. She transformed it into something extraordinary. A new chapter begins. As the clay dust settles and the tour moves forward, one thing is certain. Anastasia Potapova is no longer just a name on the draw. She is a force. Her Madrid run will inspire players everywhere. Those fighting through qualifiers, those facing setbacks, those waiting for their moment. Because sometimes, all it takes is one opportunity. And the courage to seize it. From lucky loser to history maker, Potapova's Madrid miracle is a reminder that in tennis, as in life, the story is never over until you stop writing it. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.